At the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. There's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. In football, as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. End zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 54. Here we go, here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. It's our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
Check, check. 21, 21. I'm here all day. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Play action. Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith. 26 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, here I come.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back. Be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Jim Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Watch the eye. 2.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Panthers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set, 8, read. 54, right, 54.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Do protein spill. Get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Topper, topper.
25, check 25, check 25. Check.
80 weapon.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
6'6", bullet high.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Alert.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rip left, rip left. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jackson.
General West.
This is McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Down. 60
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Check your hot read. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
28. Over. We ain't beginning to turn. Makes 3.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Watch the slant.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Thomas has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill. Check. 36. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. 95-56. So we got man. You're good. My 4, ready.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. At a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top. If the season ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. Do you give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now. The Raiders, no, I don't give them that type of a shot. I think they're a year ahead of schedule with the season that they're having. The Colts, I do give them a shot. Okay, Jacoby Brissett, if he can get hot down the stretch and they get Marlon Mack back running the football, I think they can have an impact. In Cleveland, no, I don't give them any shot.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Listen, party now.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 3. Check 3.
61. Matchbox lights. Snap.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to look deep. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 39 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And now, Breeze stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, ready. 95, 56. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Saints 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
go now. 30 base.
54 Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 26, check 26. Switch. Tyler, 64, weak.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Breeze going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Go, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Right there, 54 Mike.
You.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Check, watch 54. Big stop, get
Ready?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Down. 18 Gator.
54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Let's hit it.
Allen to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense